ಇವತ್ತು ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ನಾಳೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ಸರಿ ಸರಿ
ಲೆಂತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಬಿಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಸಾಕು, ಇದು ಫೈನ್. ಇದರೊಳಗೆ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ನಾನು ಅಷ್ಟು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಹ್ಞೂ ಇರಲಿ ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬಿಡಿ. ರನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇರಲಿ ಬಿಡಿ ಇರಲಿ ಬಿಡಿ, ನೀವು ಬನ್ನಿ. ಹಾಂ
ಈಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತಿರ್ಗಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
ಆಯಿತು.
Hello everyone, my name is Vivekanand and I'm here to teach you philosophy for your UPSC optional. As I have already introduced you in the previous session that we are going to start with Western philosophy. Hence the first topic that I have taken up is Plato. So through Plato we will enter into the minds of Western philosophy, which is full of logic, questioning, enquiry and rationality. So welcome to the Western philosophy world and welcome to Plato. Okay, so let me begin with the Plato. Plato is the first philosopher and the most ancient and logical philosopher that Western world has found out. You already know, to talk about some of the introductory lines about Plato. As you already know, Plato is a disciple of Socrates and Plato is the teacher of Aristotle. So in your optional philosophy optional in Western philosophy, the first topic they have given is Plato and Aristotle together. Hence we will be studying Plato and Aristotle together. Okay, even though we are starting with Plato, in our syllabus they have given Plato and Aristotle together. That means there is a comparative study. So understanding Plato is also helpful for you to understand Aristotle. Without understanding Plato, it is difficult for anyone to understand the Aristotle. Okay, so let me begin with the introduction of Plato. As you already know, Plato, let us have some brief introduction of Plato. These introductory concepts are not important for exams, but this will give you strong foundation. It will give you a perfect context, okay, to study and further explore the Plato. So Plato basically is a Greek philosopher. You know, ancient Greek world, Greece, the Greek world was known for many important philosophers. Like for example, even before Plato, there were some other philosophers like Socrates mainly, who is considered to be guru or teacher of Plato. There is Heraclitus, Parmenides, Pythagoras. So these were earlier philosophers who were part of this Western world, okay, in the world of philosophy. And can you see the time period here? Time period of Plato is 427 to 347 BC. Okay, so you can say it's 5th century BC, 5th and 4th century BC, right? Yeah, and as I already told you, he is disciple of Socrates and teacher of Aristotle. And Plato is the founder of Academy. Academy is an institution where philosophy was discussed by various philosophers. They used to congregate and discuss. And this academy is an institution which was started up by Plato, became a foundational institution for many Western universities later on. Okay, so we can say academy is an institution started by Plato, is like a stepping stone for the building up of many Western universities. Okay, so this academy as an institution was built in Athens, which was one of the city state in Greece. Okay, another one is Sparta. So there used to be a lot of conflicts between Athens and Sparta. Okay, actually those conflicts, in one of the battles, when Athens lost to Sparta, I mean, you already know that Plato belongs to Athens. And Athens lost to Sparta in a battle. Okay, after the defeat of Athens by Sparta, Plato, started questioning why did Sparta lose. There must be some loopholes or some lacunae in terms of administration, in terms of the overall functioning of the state of the Athens. Okay, that kind of has ignited for Plato to start up with his own philosophical thought. Okay, so yeah, second point you have learned here was that Plato was the founder of academy, an institution, okay, in Athens, and his key works, Republic, Phaedo, Parmenides, Symposium, etc. These are important books, okay, or you can say Plato has authored these important books. Remembering these books helps you, especially Republic and Phaedo is important to remember, because in your answer writing in mains, okay, for some particular idea that you propose, if you refer it to a particular book written by Plato, it would be much better. It would add value. That means you are authenticating that you are writing your point through one of the ideas given in a particular book of Plato. Okay, so it's important to remember the books or the works written by Plato. Okay. Next, so coming to his philosophy, his core philosophy lies in one thing. Let me tell you this. His core philosophy lies in one thing. On one question. That question is, what is the distinction between reality, the world of reality, or the real world, and the appearance? What is appearance? Appearance is how we perceive the world. That is appearance. Okay. And what exactly is reality? Is this world reality, or is reality something else from what we are experiencing? Okay. So Plato is known for making distinction between the world of appearance, where we live, and the world of reality. Okay. So what is reality, and what is this world of appearance, and what is the relationship between this world and that other world? That is the main theme of discussion in Plato. Hopefully these introductory lines are understandable by most of you. Now we will start with the actual philosophy of the Plato. One of the cornerstone, one of the foundational philosophy of Plato is through this theory of ideas. Theory of ideas can be regarded as foundational or core philosophy, core theory of Plato. Once if you understand theory of ideas by Plato, or in this discussion, definitely you are going to understand multiple concepts in the Plato's philosophy. So this is like crux of philosophy, or you can say entire Plato's philosophy revolves around theory of ideas. Okay, so this is our first topic as given in your syllabus. Okay, let us begin with this first topic. So again, I have written a few introductory lines here. Plato, an ancient Greek philosopher and who is a student of Socrates, is widely regarded as one of the founding fathers of Western philosophy. You know, there is one famous line which says that entire Western philosophy is footnote of Plato. Footnote of Plato. It works on the footnote of Plato. That means every other futuristic philosophers that we are going to explore and study has elements of Plato in that. Learning Plato helps us learn other philosophers very easily. There is an element of Plato in every other futuristic philosophers, from ancient period to from modern period. Everywhere you can see some element of Plato's philosophy is embedded in that. Okay. So his founding figures of Western philosophy, at the heart of his philosophical thought lies this theory of ideas. Because I have already told you, this theory of ideas or theory of forms is the stepping stone or the cornerstone of entire philosophy of Plato. So which offers a profound explanation about reality, about knowledge, about truth. Okay. So these are the understandings we will get through this theory of forms. What exactly is reality according to Plato, and what is knowledge according to Plato? How to have knowledge of reality, okay, and what exactly is truth? For all these questions, you will find answer in this theory of ideas given by Plato. So according to Plato, the world of so let me introduce you. Let me tell you what exactly it is Plato is trying to say here. So here Plato is trying to make us understand that there exist two worlds. Two worlds. What I'm telling you, there are two worlds. So in simpler terms, in a layman terms, say there is one upper world. There is one upper world. Okay. And there is one lower world. Okay. So there's upper world and lower world. Where are we? Are we in upper world or in lower world? Yes, of course we are in lower world. Okay. So we are all here in the lower world according to Plato. This is what Plato is saying. This is not me who is telling this. This theory is given by Plato, who is telling that there are two worlds. One is upper world and lower world. For Plato, upper world is the real world. Upper world is the real world. Okay? And lower world is world of phenomena or phenomenal world. World of phenomena. Okay? He has named it as world of phenomena or phenomenal world. What does it mean? Phenomenal world. What is the meaning of phenomenal world? Phenomenal world means world of physical objects where we experience through our sensory organs. So this world, whatever you can see, this planet, these people, these buildings, these structures, the stars, everything, whatever you can see and experience through your sensory organs. See, in this world, whatever the knowledge you have about this world, you have knowledge about this world only through experience. That experience is happening through sensory organs in our body, right? So sensory organs are perceiving data from outside world. Our mind is processing it and giving knowledge about the world. For example, you are seeing star there in the night sky. How are you seeing? How do you get the knowledge of the sky? You are getting knowledge of the sky because you are seeing it. The act of seeing is an act of experience through your eyes, which is a sensory organ. So knowledge about this world we get through sensory organs. Knowledge about this lower world we get through sensory organs. Sensory organs, right? Which is processed by mind. Later on the data is processed by mind. But without sensory organs, is it possible that you get knowledge about the world? It is not possible. Hence this is world of experience or experiential world. There are different names given to this, okay? We can say this is experiential world. Experiential world. Experiential world, okay? So let me take up another page and say this is world of experience, or you can say lower world. In lower world we get knowledge through experience. We get knowledge through experience. We are perceiving here. So this is a perceptual world also, we can say. What is the meaning of perceptual world? Perceptual world in the sense we are perceiving, we are experiencing, we are seeing, we are touching, we are sensing. So that is called perception. We are getting knowledge about this world only through perception. Okay? Hence it is a perceptual world, and it is experiential world, or it can also be called as empirical world, or we can also call it as empirical world. So can you see here? That there are sorry for that I'm continuing this. So all these explanations like experiential world, perceptual world, empirical world, these are all alternative terms for this lower world. Here there are physical objects. Okay? So another world that Plato has referred to was upper world. Now I will describe something about upper world. I hope about lower world I have given enough explanation. Lower world is the world where we live, that's all. Where we get knowledge through our sensory experience, that's all. Okay. Now, for Plato there is another world called upper world. This upper world is made up of ideas. Or form. Ideas are form. Now what is an idea and what is a form? Okay. Let me tell you what is an idea. Okay. So you know that in the lower world there are physical objects. Can I take an example here? let me take any physical object that we see. Say for example cow. Cow is an object here. Cow is an object. You see so many cows in the world, the different breeds of cow, right? Everywhere, and every individual cow is different. Every individual cow has its own identity, isn't it so? Every individual cow that you experience, that you see, has its own identity, right? That cow exists in lower world where we can see and experience, correct? Now for a cow in upper world there exists idea of cow. Idea of cow according to Plato. Now you be little careful here. All this time we have talked about lower world where we live in, so you have easily understood. Now I'm talking about the upper world that we cannot experience through sensory organs. So this upper world we cannot experience through our sensory organs. Okay. So what Plato is telling, that for every physical object, like for example cow in this example, in this particular example, there exists a corresponding idea of cow. Okay. If I take another object like chair. Chair exists in lower world where we can experience it. So in the upper world there is corresponding idea of chair. So whatever the objective name here in the lower world, there exists a corresponding idea of that particular object. Okay. So if there is cow, if this is cow, there is idea of cow. Okay. But cows are many. There is no single cow in the world, right? There are multiple cows. There are millions of cows in the world, right? So there are multiple cows. So cows can be multiple, plural. But idea of cow is only one. Is it not like this? Idea of cow is only one. Whereas cows are in multiple numbers. Okay. So for so many cows in the lower world, there exists only one idea of cow. So I will take up. So cow number 1, cow number 2, cow number 3. Okay. Cow number 4. So cow number crores, cow number lakhs, whatever it is. For all these cows, there exists a one single idea that is called idea of cow. Okay. Now be careful here. This idea of cow is existing in all these cows. Even though these cows are different, like 4 cows I have taken here, all these cows in the lower world, in the experience world, are different cows. Is it not like that? This is a different cow, this is a different cow, this is a different cow, this is a different cow. No matter where they are. Let us say this is in India and this is in Denmark. So they are separated by space and time, right? So even though this cow and this cow is existing in different places in this world, the idea of cow is same. Okay. This has become cow only because there is idea of cow. And this cow also has become cow only because there exists idea of cow. If you remove idea of cow from all the cows, then do you think still they will be regarded as cows in the lower world? No, it is not possible. Okay, they're cow, we are calling them as cow, we are putting them into a single category only because there exists a common idea in all of them. There exists a common idea in all of them.